opportunity, the beautiful blessing to all of us today. And every one of you that attended, every one of you that are wanting to experience this space, please understand, with today's initiation, in all these levels and all these layers, you've been fully healed. And especially for those of you that attended the death meditation process. Those who missed it, you were not able to make it to the death meditation process, in the coming season of Paramashivoham, Swamiji's, this exact death meditation process is offered fully for free for all of you to experience it. Swamiji will himself will be personally guiding all of us. So you all can attend the death meditation process. Today's darshan is the most powerful experience that Swamiji's initiated, extended all of us with. Now, for each one of you, with this initiation, let us enter into manifesting powers. With today's initiation, with what Swamiji has initiated, you will be now able to actually manifest the power of being able to see surpassing the past, present, and future. Anything that happened in the past, anything that is happening in the present, and anything that may happen in the future will be known to you. You will become Trikala Darshi, means you will be able to see all the three forms of time, because when you're in oneness with Kala Bhairava, you surpass the boundaries of time and space. And you will be seeing
how powerfully this power will start manifesting through you. You're going to see how Bhagavan Maha Kala Bhairava will manifest through you. Because today we have received Rishis Diksha specifically, you're going to see how he will manifest through your very being. Now it will not be you manifesting the power, instead Swamiji as Maha Kala Bhairava will be manifesting through you. So now let us enter into the power manifestation.
See, today what we're going to be manifesting is going to be like a beginner level. So sit now, and any verifiable past, anything that happened in the past that's verifiable, you'll be able to manifest it. I'll give you all an example, okay? Let's say someone is giving you a particular date. They'll say, okay, on 7th of August 2007, what happened? You will be able to clearly identify the details. You'll be able to travel back in time and understand this is a very, very clear science. Just by you connecting to Swamiji. See, like how you can access anything in the internet, right? If you want to know how to make idli, or if you want to know how to travel to the nearest temple, or if you want to know how to build an airplane, if you want to know how you can book your trip to space, every single thing is available in the internet. The one thing you need is connection to the internet, correct? The exact same process is available. Everything is there in a space beyond time. Everything is stored in the cosmic archives. You just need a being who's a channel, who's beyond time, who's the Lord of time himself. When you connect to Swamiji, who is such a being, Swamiji will reveal all the secrets from the cosmic archives to you. That is this power. This science is unique to Hinduism, where we were in, you will find so many references in Hinduism where people access through deities and basically every being who can hold this highest conscious energy. Like how the server that can handle high load work, only with that you can use it for like gaming. You can't do it in any random computer. You need a high-end servers, right? High-end computer systems. Same way, only a being who can handle the cosmic archives, that vast information, that consciousness, only they can give us access. They can allow us. They themselves literally become a channel for us to access. That is why the power of Akashic reading is always manifested with Swamiji's Atmamurti. I'm going to request every one of you to put Swamiji's Atmamurti. You will see the answers on Swamiji's Atmamurti itself. Meaning you'll be able to clearly see in golden letters, like in fire gold, kind of golden letters. You will be able to see the answers for any question that is asked. On Swamiji's Atmamurti, the answers will appear to you. So you can put the question, like for example, if someone says, okay, can you identify what happened on 3rd of June in 2016? You will be able to clearly see in elaborate detail. Are all of you understanding? Now, I'm going to request every one of you to please bring an Atma Murti, settle down with the Atma Murti, and connect to a partner. Your partner can give any date to you from their book. You're going to scan and identify the exact incidents that happened in each of that date. Start with describing the number of people, the type of occasion, the colors, whatever you're seeing through that day. Right? Start with detailing that. Please start. Please keep the Atma Murti. You'll be able to see the answers appearing on the Atma Murti itself.
Paramashivoham Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham Paramashivoham Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् 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 ॐ नित्यानन्द Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham. Mahamahavagya, spiritual lullaby for samadhi, and Suprabhatam, wake up call, wake up song for Paramashiva. This Mahamahavagya is spiritual lullaby for you to fall into samadhi. Suprabhatam, wake up song for Paramashiva to wake up in you. Just remember this one powerful cognition. This Mahamahavagya puts me in samadhi. This is spiritual lullaby for samadhi, and Suprabhatam, wake up song for Paramashiva in me, for Paramashiva to manifest. With this one spiritual powerful cognition, chant this Mahamahavagya. Mahamahavagya, spiritual lullaby for samadhi, and Suprabhatam, wake up call, wake up song for Paramashiva, for Paramashiva to manifest. With this one spiritual powerful cognition, chant this Mahamahavagya. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Please relax. I request all the participants to share.
Om Nityananda
How many of you have
Paramashivoham.
How many of you have started manifesting the power? I request each of you to post. Actually, how many of you are able to start seeing the answers on the Atmamurti itself? Like you're able to see clearly on the Atmamurti itself in golden letters, answers are appearing. See, that is the most important feature. And Swamiji tells, even for Gurukul kids, right? Whenever some kids feel stuck or they're not able to, Swamiji always tells that you have to complete with fear and greed. See, there are two things that will come in the way. Sometimes you'll have fear that you're not able to do it properly. You may not do it correctly, or greed to do it properly. Both will be an obstacle for you to manifest. So you just need to keep in mind to always remember to always ensure that you're completing with all fear and greed pattern. Now, we're all going to be entering into the next session for the day, where we understand about the parallel universe of Maharloka, the space in which all the past, present, future, the Akashic reading is stored is Maharloka. Swamiji is going to now reveal to all of us about the parallel universe of Maharloka. Let's all enter into the session.
Now I will give you the introduction about yourself in the Mahaloka, Maharloka. Next loka. See, sometimes when you hear me talking about Arunagiri Yogeshwara, my relationship with Arunagiri Yogeshwara, how I had the initiation into Paramadvaita, even if you don't agree with all my lifestyle theories, principles, you feel, I think this is possible. This is possible. Maybe this possibility is available even for me. Not only for him, even for me it is available. It is possible. That clicks. anything which clicks with you as possible, that is your self in Maharloka. Listen. The part, the whole which you deny due to your self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial, SDHD, that personality, that identity, that self is the Swargaloka, self of you. When I describe my higher possibilities, if it clicks with you, I feel this is possible even for me. When I narrate about Arunagiri Yogeshwara or my death experience in Varanasi or my enlightenment experience in Arunachala or my experience of feeding Ganapati, how many of you feel, this is possible even for me? I don't think he is lying there. He may be doing many things which I may understand, may not understand, but he's not lying there and he's not telling lies. This possibility exists. Even I feel it is possible for me. How many of you click with those possibilities? Raise your hand. If it clicks with you, that personality, that self of you, which clicks with the higher possibility, is your identity, your self in Maharloka, Mahaloka. When you decide ferociously with a super determinism, will, persistence to face your highest possibility which is clicking with you, you manifest yourself, you face yourself spontaneously in Maharloka. I tell you, when I heard the story of Nambiyandar Nambi feeding Ganapati, I had the glimpse of my possibility of same. And I ferociously decided to face my possibility and manifested Maharloka here by facing my identity, myself in the Maharloka, and fed Ganapati. Ganapati ate. Ganapati ate from Nityananda of Maharloka, not from Nityananda of Bhuloka as you think. Finally, all 14 Loka Nityananda merged into this Nityananda as Paramashiva. But when Ganapati was eating, he was eating from the Nityananda of Maharloka. Nityananda, address, Makarloka, Maharloka. Nityananda who stays in Mahaloka, from his hand Ganapati ate. Not the Nityananda whose ration card address is Bhuloka. The beauty is that Tiruvannamalai is such an amazing cosmic airport. You can just beautifully slip, go up, come down very smoothly. The whole ecosystem's chemistry is that. Nityananda staying camped at Mahaloka fed Mahaganapati. So understand that. At the age of 3, when I tried to connect with him, I did not have a formal initiation. I heard the story of Ganapati eating food of Nambiyandar Nambi from one great Saiva Siddhanta preacher, Sri Selvakanapati. And one word which he uttered just got stuck in my inner space. That Nambiyandar Nambi calls Ganapati, Mahaganapati Paramborule. வந்து என் பூஜையை ஏற்று உண்ணமாட்டாயா? That calling, the way Selvaganapati described, he is such an amazing teacher and preacher. The way he described, Mahaganapati Paramborule, that word just stuck in my heart. I came home and started doing the same. Of course, I did all my drama with Ganapati. I had many days playing with him, and it's not that day one he immediately ate. All that is different. All that I have described detailed 3-4 times in earlier satsangs. Please watch those satsangs to know the whole story. We have multiple times I have described the whole story. One thing I did with all my sincerity, I called Mahaganapati Paramburule. To come and have prasadam, nivedyam. Understand? As I described in the earlier satsangs, when he ate, not only he gave me the Savigalpa Samadhi experience, he gave me such powerful experience of Nityatva. He opened the doors of Nityatva for me. It is such an extraordinary, eternal bliss. Listen. I am talking out of sheer truth, simple truth and power of truth. Nityatva dimension exists. Mahaganapati will open the dimension for all of us. Connect with him, call him with this simple prayer, Mahaganapati Paramburule. It means that, O Ganapati, the ultimate existence, ultimate source. Paramburule means the ultimate existence. Understand? Many times I have told you, I am not the guy who tries to give you self-confidence, and I am not the person who tries to, I am not self-development teacher. I am a simple person revealing the sacred secrets from Kailasa. Self-development is not my brand. Giving you confidence is not my brand. That is not my job. My job is introducing Kailasa to all of you. Making all of you experience the higher dimensions of existence. From what I am teaching, you may have self-confidence, you may have self-development, but all that is a side effect. But my purpose is to give you the ultimate truth. Understand who is talking, then you will understand what I am saying. Suvarloka is like absolute peace and joy and all upgraded life than planet Earth. Maharloka is much higher than Suvarloka. Higher level beings go there. When I utter the word higher level beings, don't have self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial. Whether you are qualified, are you higher level being? Please be very clear. Let me make it very clear. Even if you have broken only one pattern due to the cognition, Swamiji is Paramashiva. He told me, so I will listen to him and break this pattern with this powerful cognition. Even if you have broken one pattern, it may be dropping non-vegetarian or dropping this obsessive compulsive disorder or dropping the postponing pattern or dropping the laziness in the morning, early morning laziness, or dropping your shyness, dropping your fear to speak in public, even any one pattern, if you have dropped, cognizing my Paramashivatva, because Swamiji is Paramashiva, I should listen to him than to my patterns. With this cognition, even if you broke only one pattern, you are qualified for the initiation. You are qualified to be airlifted, conscious lifted to higher lokas. You are qualified to be fueled, empowered with the Tejas, Ojas and Kundalini Shakti to get into the Swargaloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Brahmaloka, Kailasa itself, Mahakailasa itself. Above the Brahmaloka is Parandama, Vaikunta. Then above the Vaikunta is the space where the Kailasa, and above the Kailasa, Mahakailasa. exists. So even if you have broken one pattern, you are already initiated. You have qualification to be fueled, empowered, awakened with Tejas, Ojas, Kundalini, Shakti, entanglement, Shaktipada, Shaktinipada, initiation, and conscious lifted. Don't worry. Drop the self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial. Oh, listen. I'll tell you one small incident happened. Once in the energy session, one person came to me and said, Swamiji, give me my past life memory. He wanted to know what he was in the past life and the past life memory. He has attended a meditation class. So end of the class, those days, the physical energy session. So it was a physical hug. He asked me, he wants to know his past life and he wants me to reveal his past life memories to him. I just asked him, today you did completion. He actually attended a program, so he was going through the completion session. He was just crying, pouring during the completion. I asked him, why were you crying? He said, all my memories from the young age, they were so heavy on me. I'm not able to handle it. I laughed at him. He was maybe 40-year-old person, roughly 40. I told, just your 40 years of memory you are not able to handle. If I give you the past life memory, how will you handle? Don't you see you will go mad? He said, yes, Swamiji. And he just left saying, yes, yes, I don't want past life memory and all, you are right. And he left. I want all of you to know what he did is wrong. Listen carefully. When he asked me, he wants to know about his past life, he was not wrong. But when I told him, will you be able to handle that memory? And he gave up, is wrong. He should have asked me, Swamiji, tell me how I can handle the large memory. Listen. Ability to handle large information without getting personally attached to it is Chitta Suddhi. Means purity of mind, memory. Purity of the mind takes you to Mahar Loka and opens up the Akashic records immediately. Listen, but I am not teaching you completion for any frictionless existence. I am teaching you completion to connect with Mahaloka, Maharloka. So I have access to Akashic records. Listen carefully. Understand? Listen carefully. Handling large amount of material information without personal attachment to the information is chitta suddhi. So much of abuse and attack goes on me, but I never get hurt by any of those words uttered. So much people praise me. Oh, you are Paramashiva, you are this, you are that. I never get attached or get elated by the words they utter. I simply see how each person can be helped from the level they are. Understand? How each person can be helped. My mission is very clear. Make your vision for life clear. Do not allow cheap people's strong words, good or bad. Listen carefully. Cheap people's strong words, whether good words towards you or bad words towards you, do not give respect for it. From right person, even if it's a good word or bad word, give complete attention to it. Let me repeat. Ability to handle large memory. This comes by non-agitated, non-violent, non-reactionary, Paramashanta inner space. Listen carefully. Who wants you to expand and grow is a good person. Who wants you to fail is a cheap person. Anyone who has become successful will only want you also to be successful. Anyone who has wasted their life will not know how to become successful, and they will not expect you to be successful, and they do not know how to be successful. More and more peace inside you, more and more past memories will be awakened. More and more peace inside you, more and more Akashic records will be opened. More and more peace inside you, more and more Maharloka will open. All of you take only one decision. Every day your sleeping time should be the time for deep completion. See, before falling asleep, if you develop the habit of doing completion for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, till you fall asleep. Even if you are tossing on the bed, just practice completion, do completion. Your breathing will be aligned towards deep sleep and you will fall asleep. If you do completion and fall asleep, the peace inside you will become like how the ice becomes intense spatika. Same way, the peace inside you will become Paramashanta. Listen. Ice. For long time, if it was not disturbed, if it did not melt down, it will get solidified and that becomes Spatika. Ice added with a quality of carbon becomes Spatika Linga, Spatika stone. If you received Atma Linga, you will know that is Spatika actually. Spatika is mix of ice and carbon. Right proportion of ice and carbon is Spatika. Listen. Ice getting solidified becomes Spatika. The peace getting solidified will become Paramashanta. One of the greatest achievement human beings should do in their life is this Paramashanta. Nothing in this world can be equated to Paramashanta directly before going to the sleep. Other times you can do completion, but before going to the sleep, it should be compulsory so that the peace gets solidified inside you, like it becomes a rock of peace on which you can stand forever. Your being becomes like a Spatika Linga. Now, whatever I introduced about Akashic records and Maharloka, your freedom is not your ability to physically travel where you want. Your freedom is your ability to mentally travel freely without getting agitated by your inner violence and personal attachment with memories. Listen. This is the right definition of freedom. Freedom means your ability to travel freely, mentally, without getting agitated, suffocated. Through the personal attachment with your memories. Many of you cannot travel peacefully mentally more than 60 seconds. 60 seconds only is your freedom. Not more than that. How many of you are understanding what I am saying? 60 seconds is your maximum freedom. Actually, the freedom should not be calculated in the length, but it should be calculated in the time. Freedom should not be calculated in meter, kilometer unit. It should be calculated in the second, millisecond, minute unit. It should be calculated in time unit. How many of you understand this? Every second, minute, third minute, you get agitated, irritated, reaction starts inside you. Whether you get triggered from outside or in your own memories trigger due to your personal attachment to your memories. past informations, triggers. How many of you understand that? Now, all of you take a few minutes and type what I explained now. Your freedom should be measured on time, not on meter. It is not your ability to move around. It should not be measured by the ability to move around, number of meters, kilometers, all that. Your ability to move the world around, to move the things around you is the freedom. I don't move even out of the room I am staying, but I move the whole world. So, freedom should be measured not on meters, but on minutes. The whole shift needs to happen about measuring the freedom. The number of seconds you are able to freely handle your memories in the inner space without getting triggered, agitated, irritated, frustrated, suffocated, pain. That many seconds you are free. Freedom should be measured on seconds, not on meters. Not on meters, but on minutes. You are all measuring the freedom based on the meter. How many states you can travel? You are free to travel. How many countries you are free to travel? How you call that as a freedom? Actually, the real freedom is ability to freely handle all the memories without getting agitated, angry, triggered, powerless, pained, frustrated. That's exactly, precisely freedom. All of you now sit casually. See, actually switch on the timer. If you have watch or timer, switch it on. Sit casually and see how many seconds you are able to sit without getting irritated or agitated by some memory, something inside, without getting powerless. See, powerlessness, pain, agitation, irritation, without having any of the trigger, reaction. How many seconds you are able to sit, just see. And then put your timing now. Put your freedom minute, the freedom unit in minute. Let's see. Let's measure each one's freedom. If you understand what I am saying, this freedom, then you will be able to understand the Pusalar Nayanar story. The great Nayanar who built Shiva temple in his inner space, for which Paramashiva attended, rejecting the stone temple built outside by the king of Pallavamsa. Pallava king built a huge stone temple. Shiva told, your Kumbhabhishekam, you postpone it because I have to attend the Pusalar's Kumbhabhishekam, who built temple in his inner space. If you understand this concept of freedom based on minute and that Pusalar Nayanar story, you will be able to understand very well why Paramashiva decided to go to Pusalar Nayanar's inner temple. Now, I'll intensely infuse the energy of Makar Loha in all of you. You will see how drastically your freedom minutes increases. Come on, sit. Who exists is Paramashiva. Feeling you exist is Ishvara. Connecting now with all of you who exist, making you feel multiple bodies at the same time. This experience is Parameshwara. Now, I'll make you feel you are all Parameshwara. I'll initiate this ultimate oneness into all of you now. Sit for this initiation, absolutely unclutched, having the Atma Linga in your palms. Just sit. Once this happens, I'll raise you to Maharloka and download Akashic records. The whole thing, Paramashivatva, Makar Loha, Akashic records, the whole thing will happen now simultaneously, intensely. Just keep the Atmalinga in your palms. Sit for Makar Loka initiation.
Is it true that if you die with unfulfilled desire, you become a wandering ghost and a wandering
Yes.
spirit?
When you die with unfulfilled desire, you become the ghost which has so much of restlessness. It is true.
Is there a cure for that? Like
No, now itself fulfill everything, complete with everything. Either honor. What is desire? The word you give it to you. Be free. Let your accounts be free. Let your accounts be free. Let your accounts be complete. Anytime you can pick up your bags or leave your bags and fly. Live in completion. Clear? Come on. Go ahead.
If we see a human or animal that is dying or on its way, is there anything we can do to...
I don't think you can do anything. Maybe just sit and meditate near that being and pray, let it be rest in peace. That's all. Nothing more can be done.
And
If it is somebody like your relative and all, send me the information. With the photograph, I'll try to connect and ease the person without suffering.
what is the actual purpose of death?
Purpose of death, to give you the new body, a new possibility.
Is it true that sometimes we stay with the same like soul family when we come back?
No.
No?
Usually, especially husband wife, go to different corners, never want to see each other. No, I'm telling you. And you see, please understand, even gender, if you are male in this time, I can say, literally 99.99% people do not take birth in the same gender. If you are male now, I can be 100% sure you were female in the last birth. And if you are female now, I am 100% sure you were male in the last birth.
Can we go from human to animal in a new birth, or is it just human to human?
Usually, 90% chance humans don't go down as animal. Only when they do extraordinary crimes, they go down as animal.
Did we start as animals to get to being a human?
Yes, if you have done some extraordinary crimes, like chain murders. See, in the beginning you start only as animals and grow to human. And after human birth, very rarely you go back to animal consciousness.
Nice.
Only some extraordinary crimes, not ordinary crimes.
Yeah.
And one more thing, stealing is not considered as crime in the cosmos. Only if the other person suffers because of your stealing, it is crime. Murder is a crime and rape is a crime if the other person suffers. Stealing is a crime if the other person suffers. For example, you steal $1 million from somebody, but that guy is a billionaire, he doesn't suffer, he says, hey, it's okay, leave it, chala. Then it's not recorded as a crime in the cosmic law. You just steal only $1 from a fellow and he curses you, rolls on the ground and cries. Then you get the karma of equivalent to murder. Understand? The amount of suffering you cause to the other person only referred as a crime, otherwise not the action itself. The consensuous relationships, alcohol, nothing is considered as a crime. But I am not saying do all that. I am not saying do all that, but nothing is considered as a crime. Marriage has no cosmic legal sanction. Marriage is the cosmic law, marriage does not exist. It's your social law. So that when somebody has an affair, extramarital affair and all, it is not even recorded in the cosmos. And I am making it very clear, I am not encouraging or asking you to do. I am just giving you the cosmic legal opinion. So, there are many things in the cosmos not recorded at all. Only the violence is considered. Even killing a mosquito is recorded as a murder. So never kill a life. And never ever eat non-vegetarian food. Means making your food out of killing a body which can feel pain. Understand? So there is certain frequency of pain where that life can protect itself. We means animal, fish, all that. So those bodies should not be eaten. But the plants and all, they do not feel the pain where they can protect themselves. So their level of consciousness is very low. They can be consumed as food. But anything which feels the individual possibility should not be consumed as food. Do not kill them for food. Cosmos does not record stealing. Cosmos does not record the extramarital affairs. Cosmos does not record alcohol. Cosmos does not record stealing. And so many things which you created doesn't get recorded. And even if you kill for the sake, you are only going to go to hell. Cosmos does not record patriotism. Patriotism is not accepted in the cosmos. Patriotism is also organized crime. Any other doubts you guys have about this cosmic law and the country law? The contradictions between cosmic law and country law.
People that channel, are there people who left the body, or people that are channeling gurus and say, you know, come, we speak through the dead?
Any type of channeling, please avoid. Any type of channeling other than being a channel to the gods, like a Shiva, Kalabhairava, those gods, are Buddha. You can be channel for Buddha, Shiva, Kalabhairava, who have become the enlightened beings, gods. They are okay. Other than that, don't be channel for anybody. Don't go to people who are channels for anybody else. See, Buddha is okay. Mahavir is okay, Rama, Krishna, Shiva, Devi, Mahavatar Baba, this kind of souls okay, not otherwise, don't go.
A lot of people are doing it now, it's becoming popular.
Better don't encourage or go there and please go ahead.
Yeah. You mentioned whatever for like killing the animals and stuff like that. What if you done it in the
Can you just, yes, please, you go ahead.
Oh,
She will type and I'll answer.
What if you done it in the past out of naive or ignorance, not knowing any better?
No, what you have done in the past is okay. Now in this whole program we will be completing it.
Okay.
We will be completing and rebuilding your biomemory. See, basically, when a cow dies, when a bull is killed for meat, he is not going to bless you and die. All his suffering, his fear, anger, anxiety, all that is going to stay in his muscle as a curse.
Yes.
Especially the chemical he releases in the body. Very toxic, poisonous chemicals. It is going to stay in his muscle memory, in his biomemory. When we are consuming that, we prepare our muscle memory for depression, anxiety, fear and suffering. So we will complete now all the pattern and we will rebuild our new biomemory. From now, I'll sincerely request you, avoid non-veg food.
Thank you.
Yes, come on.
Really, Swamiji.
And I am not giving you this as a morality, please understand. I am not giving you this as a morality. I am giving you this as a best science for building your body, best body. Please go ahead. Can you hold the mic closer?
Hovoríme tu, že bytosť na zemi, človek,
Can you
keď
do a
zomrie,
thing? Let him talk to your ears. You talk in the mic.
Okay, he's saying we're talking about death, but he's curious what happens to enlightened people. Like if he gets enlightened or anybody, where do they go?
Enlightened people, when they die, they don't disappear. They just become the whole consciousness.
Is there an existence in a different universe? Any planets or
Yes,
other
there are
dimensions?
existence in different universe and planets, different space. Yes, go ahead, please.
Swamiji, I want to know about the Shaheed, those who sacrifice for others, where they stand. where they are.
Can you repeat?
Not, I mean, people just suppose for somebody sake, they die, to save them, other people like they are, so where they are called Shahidi. So where they stand?
Oh, where when you save others and die in that process,
Right.
they are given immediately transition body. They are not, they don't suffer because it's not suicide and it's not murder.
Right.
So because you are saving somebody's life, in that course you are dying. Immediately you move to the next level of life.
Like in
But
the
you
army,
don't become enlightened.
like the army, they don't die for themselves.
No. The country army is an organized crime. See, this where it will somebody is fallen in the river. You jump to save. You saved that person, but you died. Only that is the Viraswarga.
But the soldiers, they don't kill for themselves. They are asked to
But
kill.
even if you are not dying for yourself, it's a country, is an organization.
Right.
You die for some organization with which you feel affiliated. See, I am not saying patriotism is wrong and all that. I am giving you cosmic legal opinion.
Yes, I will.
This is what is there in the record. That's all.
Okay, sometimes we hear, like the great people like they done meditation and all gone high position, but they don't, what that's called, they are not liberated. They again come to
Yes.
the earth. Sometimes they are lower or
Yes,
level.
see, they come down to help the humanity. That is possible.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
They are not lower, but they come down. Go ahead.
Swamiji, she has a question. If killing a mosquito is really considered a murder, and
Yes.
why?
Because
Because he's biting, she's
it is a
saying.
life. No, if he is biting, drive him out. It's a life.
She says, I can't make it because he's biting.
But what? No, you drive him out.
And another question
See,
she
I am
has.
not saying, I am not trying to tell it's right or wrong. This is what is there in the cosmos. So I am giving you just what is there. I am reading out and telling you.
Another question she had, if animals suffer.
Why God made like that? If you ask me, I will ask him and then tell you. That's all I can say. I cannot.
If animals suffer, can they be
Put to
given
death.
yes.
Put to rest. It should not be done. And even the human beings, when you guys write a will, make sure that you are kept alive with all possible available scientific methods as long as possible. Because last few days only you will be exhausting the remaining bit of karmas. Mercy killing should not be done. It will make you come back again, because the last few days the little karma will be left out. Just to exhaust that, you will come down. Don't allow mercy killing for you in your will. It is my sincere request. Even if it is few days, be in this body and finish it off and go. Understand? How many of you are in the countries where this kind of wills are written? If you are unconscious, brain dead, what to do and all that. Yes, I know. In US and all, you have to write a will. What to do in those moments. Who will take decisions and all, there are things. Many of my US devotees and ashramites, they put my name, that my decision should be executed. Now what I am saying, you need somebody who will take the right decision for you, or now itself write it in the will. But you should be kept alive as much as possible, as long as possible, using all the available resources. Doctors will tell, no, brain dead, only heart is functioning. If we remove the ventilator, heart will stop. No. As long as the heart is functioning, keep the ventilator. Even if it is for years, because the remaining karmas will be getting exhausted. Understand? So do not quicken the death even for 1 second. Even two desire, two karma which is not completed can bring you back to the body, and then after coming back you may get caught with this whole nonsense. Understand? Yes, please.
She would like to know what you understand with karma.
Karma.
Yes.
Karma is incompletion you carry inside.
Also, she would like to know what is God then, because you never talk about God.
God is a independent intelligence which is constantly making everything to function as an independent intelligence. Please come, go ahead.
One question about his question about life in the universe elsewhere. Is there humanoid life inside the earth?
No, there is no inside the earth. It is inside completely solid. I want all of you to know, 14 days in Houston, they kept me in every 14 nights, they kept me in the sleep study lab. They put that 32 QEG on my head. 14 full nights they tested, not even 1 second they could see a dream wave. Forget about even daytime when they fix the, nothing is showing in the brain, it's showing, then what will they get in the night time? So, if you are complete, you will not have dreams. Dreams are nothing but incompletions. Come on.
Swamiji, what is your view on sacrificing animals for like Kali Ma Puja?
Second, what is, sacrificing animals. Mahakala, Kala Bhairava only has a right to have animal sacrifice, nobody else has a right.
Okay, so Kali Ma prayers, no.
Kali is okay. Kali and Kala Bhairava is one and the same.
It is it. And
Yes.
Mariamman? Because in South Africa we have when they do the
Counter family,
yeah. No, I don't understand. Sorry, I don't understand
When did
Tamil.
you, oh, you don't understand Tamil?
No, I'm from South Africa. We only speak English.
I know. Hey, my family deity.
Because Mariamman prayer as well. You
I
can
know.
do vegetarian.
I know.
or not.
No,
So
Mariamman
that's
is
okay?
no Mariamman is my family deity. I think you should not give because
Okay. Okay.
other than Kali, who are lot of time, no other deity asks for even Mariamman doesn't ask for this. As a tradition, it became a tradition.
Yes, that's why I
Even
wanted
in
to
my
hear
family
that.
deity, I have a same Mariamman is my family deity, and the temple is there in my native place. I only stopped the animal sacrifice. Earlier they were giving, I said stop it, and now they stopped.
Okay.
I think if you guys are involved in the temple, you should stop the animal sacrifice.
No, I just do Kali Ma prayers where I sacrifice. I don't do with the
Yes.
Mariamman.
See,
It's
listen.
vegetarian.
You will see when Mahakala lands on me, he himself will tell for somebody to give animal sacrifice. But in my family deity, I stopped the animal sacrifice.
Okay, and in that case, it's okay if
Only the Mahakala, because he's lot of time, he has a right over life. Other than nobody has a right over life. Go ahead.
Swamiji, see, my brother who's got bipolar disease, and he says that my younger brother was also having another mental disease, and my mother. What he does is, he doesn't allow the cockroaches to be killed in the house. He goes on breeding cockroaches. How you can't live with cockroaches? You're creating disease in your own house. No, we should not kill their life.
No, you don't have to kill, but you can drive them out.
He doesn't want to drive them out.
And that is wrong. That is
Because
wrong.
he says, no, let them breed. So he feeds them. I said, you cannot feed.
That is something wrong.
You're living in dirt.
No, that is something wrong. That is wrong. See, I am not saying breed mosquitoes or cockroaches. Don't kill them, just drive them out. You see, nowadays there are special sprays, cockroaches and all. They will not come there, that's all.
Okay.
They don't die, but they will not come there.
Thank you, sir.
I have some special sprays for my room I use.
Okay.
Cockroach, lizard and all don't die, but they don't come there.
Okay. Thank you, Swamiji.
Hi, Swamiji. How is it determined the amount of time from when a person dies to when they come back into another body
3 seconds, that's all.
for everybody?
Everybody.
And is there a difference between about if someone dies like in a plane crash versus from a terminal illness or the
Anyway,
experience?
see, when he dies in the plane crash, so it's a murder. natural death. No, in the cosmos, it's a murder, that's all. Passenger, it's a murder.
Oh.
Cosmos has only two categories, murder and suicide, that's all. Because he is killed, he got killed without his involvement, he will be immediately given a kind of a VIP lounge. Without suffering, he will move to the next body when time comes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, settle down. When they were dying, they were constantly holding on to that house. So that is the reason.
And another question is, why do they...
In your house, you see there's some spirit?
Yes, I do see them. And
just put a Kalabhairava's photo, you will see that they will not be disturbing you anymore.
why do they, like the ones in my home, they bother me, but they don't bother my pets or my husband or my...
That is what?
That's
put
why.
the Kalabhairava's photo.
Okay.
Maybe somewhere you are connected.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Swamiji, so my mom passed 2 years ago and you helped me with her.
Yes.
So she never comes to me. She's happy and everything.
Ah,
but
yes.
when I go and visit my dad and I have lunch with him, he tells me that my mom comes to him all the time. How can I help him?
No. It is your dad's incompletion. You should help him to complete with her. Now you will learn the completion process. Teach the same process to him and then make him help him to complete with her.
Thank you.
And one more thing I want to tell you, please listen. You have a complete freedom to teach any process you learn from here to anybody. Only request, don't twist them, teach them as it is. Teach them as it is, that's all. You have a full freedom. As I said, knowledge is free in our Vedic tradition. You have a full freedom to teach. One more request, you will not talk about anybody's personal information they are sharing here outside. Say, I wanted all of you to take a oath. You will not reveal any information you collect about others' life outside. Like what happens in Las Vegas stays in Las Vegas. Same way, what happens here stays here. Nothing wrong happens here. But I don't want any of you guys going out and talking anything. Yes, let's go ahead.
So you said that the soul is entering a baby's body only at birth.
Yes.
So her question is, why is the baby then moving in the womb?
That is because of extension of mother's life. See, the baby is connected through umbilical cord. Umbilical cord supplies the energy of all the movements, but baby can't think independently. Understand? It can only move mechanically. It cannot think independently. Can it say, no, I don't like this mother, I want different mother? Only the mechanical decisions are done, nothing else. Soul has a right to do even non-mechanical decisions.
Then she's asking, there are some people who are constantly praying to God and they are exhausted. They receive God's blessings, grace, and other people don't. Why is that?
See, when you are sometime out of incompletion, fear, if you pray to God, the fear pattern only is becoming stronger and stronger. God will never be able to grace you. If you are praying out of completion, immediately attends to you. When you are praying in completion, you relate with God. When you are praying in incompletion, you are relating with your incompletion. Please come. Next.
I don't know, maybe you can help me understand. My wife, her dad committed suicide September of this year, and I mean, it was pretty hard for Chris to take. We were doing a project, and I was in the equipment running it, and her dad came to me and told me that he came to me because he knew that she wouldn't be willing to accept him because she had conflict with him, I mean, by what he did. So he came to me to relay the message to her and to explain to him.
After death or before death?
After, it was like 2 or 3 days after
Suicide.
Yes.
Oh.
Is that, am I right, or is that in my head?
No, but I am saying after suicide 2-3 days means suicide means he can come.
Okay.
Still he would not have got the body. He will be waiting till the natural death.
Yes, I mean, and he came to me and he let me know to tell her that it was nothing to do with her. It was all him, and he knew the moment that he did it that it was wrong and he made a mistake, but he couldn't change it. And he wanted me to try to make the bridge to make the amends for her. Yes. Okay.
I understand.
Okay.
But he can't do anything now.
No. And I just wanted to know that I wasn't crazy, that he did come to me, like
No,
I said.
it's not, it's happened, really happened.
Oh, yes, it really happened. And it is like the same thing with other people. They've come to me, and I just want to know I wasn't just like hallucinating or thinking, okay.
Understand. Come on, please come.
The baby inside the mother womb, there is only one soul, which is the mother. Then how could the knowledge transfer happen in the inside the
It is possible. You know, the knowledge is after all biomemory. Whatever Narada did to Prahlada is preparing the biomemory. Whatever Abhimanyu, Krishna did to Abhimanyu is preparing biomemory, not the soul. When that kind of biomemory comes out, that level soul only lands in that body and uses it.
So it will enrich only the body, not the mother's. But only the mother hears the information.
Anything mother hears can get recorded into that.
But it won't register in that
Mother's biomemory. See, Chakravyuga, for example, Abhimanyu's case, Abhimanyu's mother did not have the knowledge, only Abhimanyu had.
Just opening the...
Come on.
How does an incarnation choose a body?
Business secret. It's a long story. Do one thing, I'll talk about it. But I don't think now we have time to talk about it. When we will have, without forgetting, put this as a question in the slip. At some time I'll talk about it. Please go ahead. Go ahead.
I've actually killed some mosquitoes.
Oh, that is okay. Now in the further sessions we will help you to complete. But in future, just make sure that you avoid killing as much as possible.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was going to ask, if you could complete. So that's good, yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
So I have 4 children. Two were adopted and 2 are biological. So my question is, for the 2 children who were adopted, if their soul came in coming into the birth mother, and then suddenly I'm their mother, is there...
No, there is no conflict in the soul.
No, okay.
No
Okay.
conflict. No conflict. Please, come on.
I'm going to ask this for him. He's
Yes.
he's wanting to know, how can he make sure that this is his last birth?
Yes. So now this process is all about that only. Making sure this is your last birth. See, just like a pacemaker, I put a peacemaker in you now. I'm going to be doing the surgery and put a peacemaker inside you now. Yes.
Swamiji, these are all individual lives, as you said, be it trees or animals or human beings. Now the total number remain the same, Swamiji.
No. Many beings who are in the fish, they came as a human beings, and life is expansive, goes on expanding. There's no total number.
So there may be 1 life today, may become 10 lives the
Yes.
next day, and be reduced to 2 there.
Yes. Yes, please.
I think I just realized maybe why I come here. Is like I had a lady help me a while back. I had some problems, and she kind of took me back. And I remember before I was born, and it was when I was in the space of deciding to descend back into the wound, and I was having a hard time making the decision because I didn't want to do it. And either God, all the source came to me and said, if you decide to make this choice, I'll make sure this is your last, time. And then I decided to take the birth, and then by then I forgot, and this lady helped me remember. So
you are right. It's the right experience. This happens. Yes.
Swamiji, there's a past life regression therapist who was after research.
Better not to use any of them, because they will be able to guide you into some level, and then further they will not be able to take you. They may leave you in a mess.
Okay. No, the theory that he has been propagating is that people who live in a group or who know each other or whatever, in consequent lives or subsequent lives, they are all born somewhere around the same. No.
No. Okay. You just run away from the known people, I tell you. Anybody else? Any other question?
Swamiji, in some some cultures, they have something called like a halal meat, where they kill the animal without it experiencing the suffering. Is that
they kill the animal without suffering?
That's what they claim.
No, if the animal naturally dies by aging, that meat has no problem. But even if you kill it, by any way you are reducing his longevity, his lifespan, then it is suffering.
And what does the cosmic law state about divorce and,
No, divorce has no problem in the cosmos. Cosmos does not recognize even marriage. Where is the question of divorce? You understand? The whole marriage system has no record or reference to, cosmic law has no reference. Listen. I am going to read out the Akashic records. Sit sincerely, intensely. I can directly download the whole records into your being, and it can manifest in you directly as realization. Listen. Kala means the dimension of the universe in which the vibration component, the Parashakti component of Paramashiva manifesting. Understand? When Paramashiva decided to become many and celebrate himself, his Parashakti, decision to become many, started operating on the dimension called Kala. I'll give you an example. Just zoom out. See the space where big bangs and black holes happening simultaneously, billions of planets, suns, moons, stars moving, taking birth, living for millions of years and disappearing simultaneously. That space is Kala. Meditate on that space. In Kala, life comes, lives for billion years and relaxes simultaneously. Billion year beginning and the end exists simultaneously. Without any gap, billions of years exist simultaneously. That dimension is Kala. Understand? Understanding about Kala, meditating on Kala, cognizing Kala will liberate you from death now. You will understand there is no death. Kala Bhairava, gives you eternal life when you decide to be life positive. Extreme love is life positive, constantly contributing, sharing yourself. Extremely loving is the smell of life positivity. That is the source of Kala Bhairava. That is Kala Bhairava. Listen, in the world there are only two types of people. One, continuous contributors. People who go on contributing, loving, caring, enriching. From the time I remember me, the only job I do is continuously enriching each one of your consciousness, adding the best to your best possibility. Understand? You have multi-dimensions: body dimension, psychology dimension, physiology dimension, mind dimension, emotion dimension. Your ultimate dimension is consciousness. I go on contributing, enriching your conscious dimension. From the time I know me, I remember me, I continue to do only one thing, that is constantly contributing and enriching to each one of your conscious dimension, the ultimate dimension of you, consciousness. In the world, there are only two types of people. One, people who go on contributing, contributors. The other, people who go on try to destroy, devils, demons, rakshasas. Death is liberation and celebration. It is a natural conscious digestion process, gift given to every individual soul tormented by the ignorance that they are separated from the whole, constantly reminding them anything which separates them, including the concepts, is impermanent. Anything which makes them feel as departed part of the whole is impermanent. To make every individual soul understand that the concept of your individuality is imagination and impermanent, death is given as a natural boon to the whole universe. Here, Mahadeva reads out the signs of death for the seekers and for the people who want to cross the death. Death is of 7 types experienced by human beings. First, the man who feels he is nothing more than a body. He experiences oblivion as death. He feels end of his identity is death. End of his individual existence is death, which is obviously false. Illusion, delusion, which brings tremendous suffering, and the suffering constantly tortures him and does not let him live even while he is having the body. Next, the person who is completely centered on desires. He has a greed and cannot understand the possibility for a breakthrough. So he continuously extends his greed even after he leaves the body. All the concepts exist in all half-baked philosophies and religious concepts. The concepts of heaven, an extended life where the desires are fulfilled, where the continuum of the desires exist, is extended delusion of desire-based individual identity setup. The fourth death, death from the pain. Even the pain is also a projected delusion from the root pattern. It does not exist and it cannot coexist with the existence of the cosmic soul, as the cosmic soul's presence is felt every day by your individual soul in the deep sleep and the restful awareness. The pain pattern also faces the death. When the pain pattern faces the death, the experience the individual soul goes through is depression. Depression is not even the existence of pain. When you don't even project your pain, when you are not even capable of projecting your pain on the reality, the comparative reality, the constant torture you do to yourself with the seed is depression. Seed which cannot grow but continues to exist as a living seed is depression. The death from the depression is the sixth death, called dark night of the soul. Every soul goes through this dark night during the sleep in the form of a unrememberable nightmare every day. Morning, when you come out of the nightmare and can't remember the scenes but only can experience the feeling of the nightmare, it is dark night of the soul. Dark night of the soul is the near-death experience for so many individuals. All the individuals who record the near-death experience as being pulled into the cave and pushed out with a tremendous pain is near-death experience, which is nothing but the dark night of the soul in the long term. When the dark night of the soul happens every night, it is called nightmare. When the nightmare happens once in a life, it is called near-death experience. The seventh form of the death, which is beyond the dark night of the soul, happens as nibbana, nirvana, extinction of the individual deluded identity. The extinction of the individual deluded identity is the ultimate death, which is liberation and celebration. What you feel as your identity is your identity centered on the body, then oblivion is the obvious truth about your death. If your individual identity is centered on desire, guilt, pain, resurrection is the obvious truth about your death. If your individual identity is capable of going through the depression and dark night of the soul, reincarnation is the truth about your death. If your individual identity is prepared while in the body itself to go through even the depression and the dark night of the soul, unable to exist without the help of the body and mind. Enlightenment, liberation and celebration is the truth of your death. Death is not end or extinction of existence. It is just climate change on your body and mind. Whenever many deaths of mind happens in same body, it is spiritual evolution. If many bodies die in the same mind, it is unconsciousness, spiritual endarkenment. If more minds die in same body, you are spiritually growing, evolving. If more bodies die in same mind, you are spiritually going down, destroying yourself. Again and again and again, bodies die, minds die. Blessed are those in whom many minds die in one body. Continuously allow minds to be dying. Let your mind, even if you think in a best space, allow it to die. Allow it for transformation. Allowing the mind to die every time in the same body leads you to the highest liberation and celebration. The concept of money, possession, ownership is the side effect of inability to accept the death of the body. The feeling of your son is your extension is also the inability to accept the extinction of body. When you are ready to accept the extinction of the body, the part of you which does not die goes through a powerful transformation and liberates itself from the dying component of you, which is the body. Through this way, it achieves a space where there is no extinction, where there is no death. Death is the most powerful mechanism either to get enlightened or to get yourself drowned in deeper and deeper unconsciousness. Every day when you fall asleep, it is equivalent to death. When you wake up, it is equivalent to birth. From the deep sleep, if you come to the dreaming state, it is unconscious birth. From the deep sleep, if you come directly to the waking state, it is conscious birth. Every day you go through birth and death. How you behave with this birth and death which is happening every day is going to decide how you are going to behave with a birth and death which is going to happen with your body. Because every day birth and death is nothing but the direct glimpse of the long big birth and big death, which is only as a difference in time but not in space or the place. Your everyday birth and death and every life birth and death happens in same space and place. Only time difference between one birth and the other birth, the time difference between birth death of one and the birth death of the other is different. Death is Guru and God, not oblivion as perceived by body-centered individuals. Death is a boiling process. Whenever your engrams, desires, fear, greed, everything is boiled in the high energy, there is a possibility your desires can become reality, your fears can be conquered, you can be free from both desire and fear if you are ready, courageous enough to face the process with consciousness. Understand? During the death, your desires come in front of you just to make you understand the disillusionment which can be caused by their presence. Fears come in front of you, make you understand they cannot frighten you anymore. But if you do not have the awareness to look into them, you get deluded by them even while they come to reveal the truths about them. It is like mistaking a friend to be an enemy, and before even the friend expresses his friendliness, you thinking he is enemy and dealing him with a different attitude. So when the desires and fears come in front of you during the moment of death, have patience and restful awareness to look into them. They are coming in front of you just to tell you their disillusionment and their ability that they can't frighten you anymore. By not looking at them with a deep restful awareness, those desires are given a wrong extension of life by your unaware unconscious mind. When the desires are given a wrong extension of life, what you experience is heaven. When the fears are given the wrong extension of life, what you experience is hell. With restful awareness, when you deal both of them, what you experience is liberation. Death can be a great Guru to liberate you, and God to give you the ultimate. Having restful awareness in every moments of your life during the great attacks of fear and greed while you are in the body is the best way to prepare for the death and ability to handle your fears and greeds which you may encounter while you leave the body. Moment of the leaving the body is of great importance. That moment will decide the way you are going to continue your further journey.
Dear Kala Bhairava, what are the steps of the death meditation that we need to do every night? Kindly explain.
Every fear you accumulate, every fear makes you feel agitated, every fear which you do not want to think or remember, go through, go into all those fears consciously, neither deciding to save yourself from that fear nor having greed to achieve what you are afraid of. So without having the greed or fear, enter into the fear. Naturally, the fear will lose its quality of fear when you do not carry fear or greed for the fear. Greed has its quality of greed because you are greed for greed and fear about the greed. Same way, the fear has the quality of fear because you are fear for the fear and indirect greed towards the fear. So when your fears are approached with fearlessness and greedlessness, the straightening out of your consciousness every day happens. The change of consciousness from Jagrat to Swapna, Swapna to Sushupti, the waking state to dream state and dream state to the deep sleep state happens because your awareness is not straightened out. Either the bumps of the fear or bumps of the greed responsible for your consciousness jumping from waking state to dream state or dream state to deep sleep state. If you remove all the bumps of the fear before falling asleep, you will not fall asleep, you will fall into something called restful awareness, which is recorded by the word Turiya by the earlier mantra drashtas. So the word Turiya denotes the state of falling into the restful awareness without the bumps of fear or greed. Every night, remove all the bumps you created during your daytime through fear or greed. Continuous practice of removing all the bumps of fear and greed by facing them will help you to fall into the state of Turiya. This is what Mahadeva calls as death process, Nirbhaya Dhyana.
My pranams. It is said, you have given boon that anybody dies in Kashi, he gets liberated. For this reason, many people live in Kashi and wait for death to happen. What is the truth? Just physical living in Kashi is enough, or something more was instructed by you to do in addition to physical living?
As Mahadeva, it is my own words. People who live and leave their body in Varanasi get liberated. Along with living and leaving, there was some spiritual preparations prescribed, like doing ajapa and constantly being aware of the third eye Ajna Chakra. The whole air and the atmosphere was filled with these divine instructions and the spiritual practices and maintained by myself as Kala Bhairava. Still now, anybody who is not capable, who is not practicing these practices for the minimum required amount, will be moved out of Varanasi's boundary before they leave the body due to some reasons out of their ignorance or by the natural forces. So anybody who lives and leaves their prana in the Varanasi boundary naturally, directly is liberated and achieves enlightenment.
Swamiji's wonderful revelations today on death, how to go beyond death, how to experience eternal life. Hope you all enjoyed the program. And tomorrow, the next season of Paramashivoham Level-3 is starting. We welcome every one of you to join with us beginning from 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be starting with an exciting experientially tasting the powers. You're going to be learning about the science of power manifestation, having an orientation, and various other gifts. So please join us tomorrow, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time onwards. We thank every one of you for joining with us today, for your participation in the program. And this brings us all to the conclusion of our day today. We will now offer our gratitude to Swamiji and conclude with Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavad Shri Nityananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you all. Nityanandam.